We're all given a mission. It's the very reason we were born. We are all the embodiment of someone's hopes, dreams, aspirations, someone's prayers. There are people who have made a sacrifice. Many of us carry the names of someone of significance, of importance in the family. It's because they expect us to be an individual, but to live up to the namesake that we were given. Be impactful, to be important, to carry on a legacy, to leave some kind of imprint on earth that is proof that you were here, that their sacrifice was not in vain, that everything that was given to you was for your development. Whatever it is that you are called to do, you have an obligation and a responsibility to give your all. To give your all means to give absolutely everything you have. To wring out the cloth of life until there's not a drip left of what you could have been.
You know what crazy means? Crazy means that you have the ability to see things that other people can't. That's what crazy means. And if you're not crazy, you're never going to succeed at anything in life. Everybody has got to be a little bit off. Anybody that's done something successful, anybody that's done something great, they don't think like anybody else.
People give themselves an excuse all the time when they say he's built different. Well, if you mean he gets up earlier, he stays later, he does stuff for others, he asks questions, he's humble, he works really hard when no one's around, then yeah, he's built different. You wake up earlier than people, you stay later than people, you ask questions, you be a good person, you care about others, you stay humble, you work harder than anyone when no one's there. I guarantee someone that feels bad about themselves soon will label you as he's built different. He's built different should be your label because people feel bad about themselves.
If I've given my all, if I've pushed them to the limits, and even if someone else wins, they had to be a damn good version of themselves to beat you, because you gave your best. But whatever it is that you've lost in, it wasn't really a loss. It was a learning place. It was an opportunity for you to develop something better about yourself, to taste defeat. You needed that taste so that you would lose the appetite for it. We have to go through ups and downs, wins, losses, because when we lose, we have to make sure we don't get addicted to losing. We can't begin to say that I'm a victim because of someone else. I'd have been more, I would have become more if only. There is no if only when you're the one and only person responsible for your greatness.
So the only way we get to that ultimate version of ourselves is by replacing ourselves and growing all the time. This has to become an addiction for you. It has to become an emergency. For too many of us, we like to grow. And every time you don't make it an emergency, it's not a crisis. You're not in a hurry. It's almost like if I don't do this, I will die. You never get there. And the truth is, whether you know it or not, you are either growing or you are dying. And so you are dying if you're not growing.
The one thing that you have to understand about mental toughness, there is no one thing. You know what? Every time you decided not to take the right path, you know why you didn't do it? Because it was too damn hard.
You want to be able to have a name that lingers. The only way you're going to do that is create memories by impacting the lives of others. It's in you. In order to pull it out of you, you're going to have to go deeper though. Deeper than the layer of quitting. Deeper than the layer of being frustrated. Because one day is not promised. Today is. And since you're in it, you might as well own it.
why people don't take the right path. That's why you ask, what's the one thing? Boy, don't we wish it was that simple. There's no one rule to success. There's no one rule to winning. Those rules are endless. Mental toughness is a continuing battle of what's going on in your head. There's a mental war that goes on in here that you must fight every single day.
We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you try, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena. When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. I love fear, and the reason why, behind every fear is a person you want to be. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. It's an intangible.
You can't always acquire the things you want. You can't always just go get the car or the house or the relationship you'd want. But you are in control of acquiring the next version of you. And that requires being uncomfortable. That requires growth.
Mind has to be stronger than the feelings, because that's what the dark side requires you to do. That's what winning requires. It requires you to make decisions, not suggestions. And when you make decisions, you have to answer the hard questions. These days, people aren't willing to make decisions. They want others to make decisions for them, because when others make decisions for you, you always have an out. You can blame that person.
Carpe diem about seize the day. You own the day. Why not take an ownership of it? Take the title deed of life and make it your own. Let people know that there is something unique about you that will ring long after the days that you have taken your last breath. Invest in relationships. Allow yourself to heal. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you made when you were in your survival mode, because you've grown from them. You've learned, and now you're the best version of yourself.